welcome to our NewsX podcast show, which is Get Candid with Chitvan. Here with me is Miss Priti Gupta, CEO and co-founder of Meneki Global. Hi Preeti, how are you?
Hi, Chitvan. Thank you so much for having me at your platform. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank
Thanks
you.
to you to come to our podcast to give to aware people that what is Meneki Global is all about.
Okay.
So my
Yes,
very first question to you, like collaboration with cricket team. Miss Gupta, Menki Global has partnered with Nepal international men and women's cricket team for the upcoming 2020 World Cup. So could you share more about how personalized diet planning and sports nutrition supplements are expected to enhance the team performance?
Chitwan, nutrition is a very long process. It's a very intense process, as intense as any other part of training. And what we observe that once we start with the assessment of each and individual players, and that is how when we work on nutrition, not just with the Nepal team, but with any other players, it all starts with the assessment, the current assessment of the body, how and in what state the body is currently. We even have very specialized tests, which we will be talking about today, and based on that individual diet structures and plans are made. Now in these diet and structure plans, there's a huge role which even our products play. The Meneki products, we have a huge range of products, and we will be talking about them. So the once we have a structured plan for each and every player, it is followed, it is communicated, it is followed to them, and this is something which works on a very long term basis. So it is not just a simple performance enhancement for a game, but what we are looking for is an extended period of fitness, growth, muscle strengthening, and an injury free sport. So this is how we target and take each and individual player. It's not that one size fits all, so you have to structure it individually, understand their needs, and then work on it. So this is where we are working. We have started working with the both female and the men's team, and it's been a great experience for us. Thank you so much.
Very nice. So my second question to you, Menki Global places a strong emphasis on a consumer-centric approach. So how
Yes.
does that philosophy translate into the service and their products you offer, and what impact has it had your client fitness and diet goals?
Yes. Very interestingly, okay, to tell you about this consumer centric approach, the first and foremost thing is we ourselves are consumers. So you can say every member of my family, starting from my son to my parents, are the consumers of Meneki. And so what we believe that each and every consumer who is getting associated with us is a part of this whole journey where we are more in tune as to their requirements. So it is not that we launch a product or a service just because we feel like it, but we understand what is the need, what is the requirement, there is a potential for the consumers to enhance their fitness or wellness, both again in terms of the services we offer and the product range we offer. Now, understanding this requirement on a very personal basis, to share with you, the deepest insight into it. My son is a national level sportsman. I'm a cyclist too. I'm an endurance cyclist.
Nice.
And we have different individuals in our family. My partner, he's into tennis and swimming. Now what happens is when you understand the sports as a player, or you are nurturing as a mother, a sportsman, you understand the requirements which a sports or general fitness can bring into life. Now understanding these requirements, we develop our products. Very important factor for us when we launch any product or service is how effective and what is the quality standards of each of these products, what kind of impact it will have on a long term basis, and not just a very short term period where we are looking for a performance enhancement, but a sustainable growth, a sustainable future where you can see fitness becoming a part of their lifestyle. So this is where we understand the requirements of the consumers, ourselves being one, and then structure our products and services. So in terms of products, we have a whole range of product which is there for all age groups, and starting as young as 5, going up to very very niche products for healthy aging.
Mhm.
Different segments we work, and we will be talking more about it. So that's one where, where we focus a lot on that, how each and every product is structured. The composition of product is very important, not just making a product for the taste perspective, but also for the benefit perspective. So the benefits play a huge role in structuring these products, and that is how we structure and plan the whole thing, and come up with this. Yeah.
Very right. So, can you elaborate on how your nutrition solution contribute to safeguarding the player's health and longevity of the field?
Yes. Now, what happens is, and this is something which we have personally observed, the lifespan when we're talking about an athlete or a sportsman, it
Mhm.
depends on how long or for how long a period they are able to perform or are into their active sports period. This
Hmm.
is something which is very, very critical as to their body capabilities. You will be able to perform, you will be able to play only till the time your body is allowing. Now, your body is highly dependent on the nutrition you supply to it.
True.
Okay. So, training does play an important role, but far important than training, because you train maybe 20 to 30% of the time in a day. But the
Mhm.
rest of the day is all about nutrition. It is all about recovery and how well you recover your body after each training, how well you strengthen yourself after each training cycle is what actually leads to a better performance the next day. So the longer I'm increasing the cycle of recovery, and I'm ensuring that on an everyday basis I'm able to recover my body with the right nutrition, with the rest cycles, my time span or the longevity for which I'm playing a sports increases automatically. Which what we have also observed, so we have seen a lot of young kids are getting into sports, early age, 6 7 years, we'll see a whole lot of parents are now actually putting an emphasis on sports. But
Yes.
how many of these kids are able to continue sports, say, after 17 or 18 years of age? And it's not that academic pressure is one factor which is taking them away. The biggest factor is that when they start these sports at the age of, say, 7 or 8, by the time they are 17 or 18, they already start suffering from a lot of sports related injuries.
Yes. Of
Okay,
course.
overuse injuries. And that is one factor which then reduces their span for which they can actually be on the field and playing a sport. So
True.
this is where we are actively working. We have specialized products which enhances the recovery, which reduces the chances of injury, and make sure that there is no side effect, neither by the products itself or by the game, the nature of the sports, which can then increase the span for which they're playing the sports.
So, how does Menki help athletes in their recovery from their injuries?
So very interestingly, and that was the first product which we launched. It's called Power Collagen. It's a marine collagen, hydrolyzed collagen. Uh, it was, see, collagen has always been known as a very good skin and a hair product. It enhances your skin health, your hair health. Well, eventually, globally, what was understood and what people realized it, that your skin and health are basically a reflection of your inner health, and it's only when you are healthy from inside, your body is in a very good digestive condition, your other organs working at your optimal levels, it reflects on your skin and hair care, the health of the hair. So when we launched this product, and this collagen is interestingly one of the finest protein with
Mhm.
which causes no side effect per se to your body, and it starts impacting your recovery on a daily basis. Okay, so when your body is getting recovered on a daily basis, it ensures that, first of all, the sports related injuries get reduced significantly. And you are back the second day with much stronger self. So it is all the idea of having each day better than the last day. And similarly, after collagen, there are other products which are very, very important.
Mhm.
Specifically in sports, when we say there are three aspects to it: your pre-workout nutrition, your during workout nutrition, and post-workout nutrition. So these three all have very, very significant role when we talk about recovery or performance enhancement or injury management. And that is where Meneki stands very, very strong, because we have products for all these three, as pre-workout, during workout, and post-workout. So which makes sure that the each and every individual, they might be playing at district level, international level, or maybe doing sports or fitness just for themselves. So for example, I am just doing cycling for my own health. I don't compete anywhere, but the very fact that I want to be fitter, it is something which is very important that I take care of my nutrition to be able to continue this and get stronger every day that way.
So your company uniquely caters of individual as young as 5 year old, promoting the use of traditional ingredient. What
Yes.
inspired this focus and how have you seen it benefit your young athletes and individuals?
Yeah, so this is again coming a lot from my personal journey,
Mhm.
and what we realized, the edge when you talk about the young athletes, when you want to give them an edge, the strength they need, nutrition plays a huge role. Now, it could be sports, it could be academics, music, dance, anything.
Yeah.
Now, when this whole concept came, and when we were working on it, and as I said, it all started with the journey of my own son who started playing sports. He is into speed skating and he started at the age of 5. What can be given before, when he goes for workout, during workout, or post workout, is something which was very, very crucial for us. And that was the time we started studying that what is being eaten traditionally. And there is so many things actually, Chitwan, when we look back into what our ancestors were eating,
Yeah.
or it's still being eaten in certain rural areas of our own country, we will
Mhm.
find solution to it. So for example, what we figured out, things like black chickpea protein or sattu, which is commonly known as sattu, is something which is a phenomenal pre-workout. Okay, now it is as safe as even a 3-year-old kid can have it. Okay, because it is as safe as having any other grain, or your legumes and other things. So this is something which we introduced in sports, and we said, okay, this can be a very, very good pre-workout because it has almost 60% carbohydrate coming into it. Okay, and that is something which got us into introducing this. Similarly, when we went down to the south and understanding what people are doing there is a concept of having ragi malt. And there's this ragi is very, very rich again in carbs, good source of iron. So we came up with a finger millet soy coconut drink, and we are trying to change the whole perspective of having these highly sugared flavored and chemically induced drinks which are given to kids as young as 3 years old, 4 years old. So this is where we started bringing a lot of traditional food, which it all started with our son's journey, but now what we have seen, that people are understanding the need of it. And interesting part is the usage is not limited to 5-year-old. So
Mhm.
the same product is also used by, say, a 55-year-old or 18-year-old. Even our Nepal cricket team is using these as pre-workouts, because on a regular basis you need to have something which doesn't cause any side effects to your body. So this has something which has helped not just one age group but across, and that is what we try and focus on. Similarly, we have very interesting things like moringa powder, prickly pear powder, wheatgrass powder, which is all coming from different traditional parts of India, and working at different macro and micronutrient levels and enhancing that as an aspect of the sports nutrition.
So nice. So do you think that Indian athletes are less aware about the importance of nutrition in comparison to athletes from overall the world?
Yes, so that is something that is a trend which we have noticed, and so there is a whole gap of awareness. Okay, so the biggest challenge which we face, and in terms of our nation, is the awareness regarding nutrition. And a
Mhm.
lot of people are still surrounded with a lot of myths when nutrition comes, or even could be for athlete or non-athlete at the same time.
Yeah.
It is always comes with this concept that, oh, they must be talking about supplements, and supplements are bad for health. So there's a whole myth against the usage of supplements.
Mhm.
People don't question while having a cold drink or a packaged food loaded with sugar and unhealthy substance. But to convince them to understand or have some supplement is a huge task, because there is this myth inside them. So somewhere there is a lack of awareness. We are seeing the change. See, there's a huge change what we have seen in the number of people who are getting into fitness. If you go back 10 years back, and if you remember seeing the streets of Mumbai, the Nariman Point, you would see certain amount of runners. But these days, if you go and see, the numbers have grown exponentially. And it is true across sports, across ages. So when there are the awareness towards fitness is increasing, somewhere nutrition is still lagging behind. There is still a lot of scope where there has to be more awareness, and this is again an area where Meneki is actively involved. So it's not just about launching products and coming out with products. We are very, very actively involved in spreading this awareness as to what is nutrition and why it is so essential. And I think that can be the biggest change maker for our athletes, and getting them to a different platform where they actually deserve. Yes.
So can you tell me about your journey with your collaboration with your cricket team? Meneki Global has partnered with Nepal international men and women cricket team. Can you give me a glimpse of your journey, how it went well?
So it's been going well, and it's a continuous collaboration which we have with them.
Mhm.
And it all started over obviously a phone call, and we have known, we've been working with certain other cricket players in India, and we've been working on their injury management, their whole overall nutrition, and that got us into working with the Nepal men's team first. And I would say the time we had initially was very limited to work with, but because it's, as I was mentioning earlier, you need a longer time, and this change will happen. So but in that time, what we first focused on is changing certain habits, the food related habits, the nutrition related habits. And again, with them, it is a dual process where there's a constant uh, awareness building, making them aware what is right for them, what is extremely harmful for them, and in what ways their consistent performance can be improved. After that, the female cricket team also joined with us. We are in constant dialogue, so there's a whole constant dialogue which is involved with them. And then yes, we support them wherever needed with the products which suit their requirement to enhance their long term performance into the game with them. And this is something which is also very interesting, and I would like to share. We started with the genome testing for each and every player to understand what is their current health, what is their health profile,
Mhm.
and which gives a very, very beautiful insight how their body works individually. So individually, that way we were able to structure, and that is how we are even looking forward to make these changes more in place. So this is just the beginning. I would say there is a very, very long way to go with them, and I really hope that we are able to make some amount of difference in a bigger way,
course
in
you're
these.
gonna, of course you're gonna make it. So my
Yeah.
I don't want to leave you right now, but my very last question to you. The tagline hashtag the power of me reflects
Yes.
Meneki Global vision of empowering individuals throughout the right nutrition choices. So how do you see the vision shaping the future of wellness and the fitness?
So this power of me is something which is very close to us. Me comes from Meneki,
Yeah.
but what me stands for, that uh, me comes before you. That is what we believe. So today, if I want to bring a change, if I want to bring a change, first say in my family, it has to start with me. I cannot expect others to change without changing myself. And when I change this me, the power which it holds to change you is exponential. So that is what we believe, and that is what we have seen, the effect of bringing that change starting from ourselves, be it into regular fitness, healthy aging. We are actively, very, very sincerely working on this, that every decade you get older, you get better and stronger rather than weaker. And this is the whole ideology which we have been implementing, starting with ourselves. So the power of me, and when each of our customers, consumers start believing in this power of me, just imagine the whole impact it will have on the world, and not just in themselves, because it starts with me, but it follows, and there are people you impact on a daily basis. So yes, it is very, very important and significant for us, and this is what we are looking forward to bring this change in the world around us.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Ms. Gupta. Your insights into Meneki Global innovation approach to nutrition and wellness have been truly enlightening. We wish you and Meneki Global all the best in the endeavors, especially with the upcoming 2020 World Cup collaboration. Thank you once again to Get Candid with Chitvan.
Thank you so much, Chitvan. It was really nice talking to you.